It's Tuesday the 9th of March 2021 and I'm at Elstree and Barnet railway station, although I arrived by bus, to do a walk along London Loop. The first section of the walk I'm going to do is not the official London Loop, which goes along tedious roads. This is a more pleasant route, apparently, according to the guidebook. Well, so far the alternative route has been a walk through housing estates, but at least it's quiet. We're now heading up Vow Avenue. Up there. We bear half right from the road across Woodcock Hill Village Green along this path. Looking back, there's a reasonable view opening up. It's very good weather today, so I've come out to walk a section of London Loop. It's been quite a while since I've done a walk along London Loop, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. The path is quite wet in places across this Woodcock Hill Village Green, and there it is, continuing the path. We've climbed up quite a bit to get that decent view. We'll soon be joining the official route of London Loop. A little further on, there's this view looking back over Elstree. Now passing the Armada beacon. And here's an information board about the Armada beacon. Now in some woodland, but I'm right beside a main road as well. We've joined the main road, and as you can see, we're joining the official route of London Loop, which turns right off the main road down there. The very pleasant path continuing. Decent view opening up to the left. I've just passed through that enormous barrier, and we've now entered the woodland of Scratchwood. I've now turned left along this wide path, heading downhill in Scratchwood. We're about to cross a stream, and that's a lovely view ahead. Now climbing away from the stream through Scratchwood. Just past this area of pines. At this point we turn right along the grass beside the woodland. London Loop turns right back into the trees after a short distance along that grass. Still in this nice woodland, although we're going to come to the A1 main road shortly. Little further on, there's confirmation we're on London Loop. And here is the A1. We've now got to walk beside this for a distance to find a subway to cross it, and then come back along it again. We're going to Moat Mount by the subway, and this is very busy. This is the downside of London Loop. Stretches like this. And here is the subway beneath the A1. We can now escape the road by going into the Moat Mount open space. Now heading uphill through Moat Mount. At this point we turn left. Down there. We're climbing now beside a stream on the left. We're also following at this point the Dollis Valley Green Walk, which runs from Moat Mount all the way to Hampstead Heath, about 16 miles. London Loop follows it for about 4 miles apparently. We're now going up there through that kissing gate. After the kissing gate in the last clip, London Loop follows this fenced path between fields. And here we have one of the Dollis Valley Green Walk waymarks. And where that waymark is, there's this truly fantastic view. And that's the way we're going. Of course, it's views like this that are the upside of the London Loop. That pond on the left is apparently the source of the Dollis Brook. That's the way we're going. At this junction, London Loop turns right up there. Now at Hendon Wood Lane, where we have to turn right and follow the road for about 700 yards. We escape the main road by turning left along this path into Totteridge Fields. Confirmation we're going into Totteridge Fields. I can't film this information board because my shadow's casting on it, obliterating the text. Nice view across Totteridge Fields over to the right. And there's London Loop continuing. Now following the edge of a sports field. I've just encountered some terrible mud. This walk is very muddy in places at the moment. Be alright in the summer. Here is where we go right to leave the sports field. Now heading along the edge of this field. Along the edge of the next field. View over to the right. Nice straight path ahead. We have the Dollis Brook over to the left now. And we're heading towards that kissing gate. London Loop now winds along the edge of this huge field. We now bear left to cross the Dollis Brook on this substantial bridge. London Loop now follows this grassy area on the outskirts of Barnet. More suburban Barnet. Now on a paved path, the first time in a long while. Relief from the mud. Good view of the path continuing ahead. Now coming to Barnet Lane, which we have to cross. Now on a path heading across Barnet playing fields. Here's an information board about Barnet playing fields. Now at the bus stop in Barnet, and that's the end of today's walk along the London Loop.